There's always a lot to talk about when it comes to Daredevil, for various reasons, whether it's the comics that are constantly getting reinvented, or whether it's the live-action adaptation. Which brings us to the Netflix version of the character, how he was handled in She-Hulk, and the reaction that the Daredevil showrunner had from Netflix. So recently, Stephen DeKnight was asked about Daredevil's portrayal in She-Hulk, what he thought about it, what he thought about the suit, how the character comes off, and how they handled him. And you can see in the original comment that a lot of people were just ready for him to bash it because, well, you know, She-Hulk. Either way, though, he says he loved the lighter take on the character. And he says it's just like the comics. If you look at it, there are so many different interpretations and ways that the character has been handled throughout the decades that it was fun and a fresh way to show the character. That Charlie Cox was absolutely delightful, that this new, different iteration was straight out of the comics. Obviously, he's more agile, and if you guys remember, Charlie Cox talked about this as well. He said that he was happy that there was a lot more CG because Daredevil could be a lot more comic accurate, that he could do things that they couldn't do on the Netflix show because they didn't have a budget or a giant CG team or even time. So he's more or less backing everything that Charlie said, which is honestly great to see. I mean, I was hoping he wouldn't come out here and just be completely negative because, let's be real, they are taking the Netflix character and evolving him. And you get the sense that they're doing this the same way that the comics do. You get a super dark arc, and then we get a little bit of a break, and then he comes back reinvented, a little lighter, and a new suit, and it looks like Marvel Studios is going to follow that trend. Now, whether it works or not for Daredevil Born Again, we're going to have to wait and see, and that project is quite the ways off. But I do think that it's pretty awesome that the former showrunner is given his stamp of approval here, despite people wanting him to just hate on everything Marvel has done with Daredevil, because why would he, right? Like, his character continues to live on. That's pretty awesome.